All right, class. So this is week 8, the last week of this course, Foundations of Crisis and Trauma Counseling. Resilience, recovery, and counselor well-being. You can't stop the waves, but you can learn how to surf. How do we sustain ourselves in this work? Trauma counseling calls us to sit in uncertainty, witness suffering, and offer hope, all while staying grounded in our own wellness and values. The process, the resilience unfolds over time through adaptation and growth. A practice, our daily choices that strengthen our capacity to stay present, and a way of being is the flexibility, compassion, and connection to what matters most. Self-care and trauma work is not a luxury, it is an ethical responsibility. And to serve others well, we must first attend to ourselves. Ethical care for clients begins with ethical care for ourselves. And so we're going to really explore this. While making this text, Duffy and Haberstraw both endured profound personal loss and community trauma. And I think that's really important while we go through this. Witnessing healing. As we witness our clients' healing journeys, we often deepen our own understanding of courage, empathy, and grace. And then post-traumatic growth applies not only to clients, but also to us as counselors. We're transformed by the work that we do. And we find a why. When we see pain transformed into purpose, it sustains us through the most challenging moments. In trauma counseling, that why might be the belief that change is possible, that connection heals, and that every act of compassion ripples beyond the therapy room. Building resilience requires intentional daily practices, and these small habits can make the difference between burnout and balance. As we close this course, consider these questions about your own development. What have you discovered about your own resilience and capacity to hold space for others? How has your understanding of trauma and healing evolved over these 8 weeks? And how will you carry these lessons into your life and professional work? The heart of trauma-informed care. So your growth throughout this course represents the essence of trauma-informed counseling. Connecting with compassion, honoring what we don't know, believing in possibility, staying present through the pain, and recognizing the impact of trauma. And we're going to do this with our clients. And at the same time, some of you might have even done it in this course. It was a lot of work and a lot of emotional learning. So, since this is the last week, I didn't want to give you necessarily an assignment, right? But if you'd like to participate, this is a capstone reflection activity, and I would love to have a virtual reflection wall. So to do this, I'm asking if you'd like to share one image or quote or reflection that represents what resilience means to you, how personally or professionally. This is an option. It can be a photo, a song lyric, a piece of art, or even something that you wrote, very brief. We're going to create a digital resilience wall that captures the collective wisdom of all of you and of our growth together as a class. So the course objectives for this week are analyzing the role of resilience and self-care in maintaining ethical, effective counseling practice, reflect on personal and professional growth development throughout the course, and integrate key lessons on recovery, connection, and meaning into a personal philosophy of trauma-informed care. So take this final week to breathe and reflect and celebrate your progress. Remember, you can't stop the waves, but you can learn how to surf. And you are already doing so much with courage and care. So we have developed awareness, empathy, humility, and hope, and that define trauma-informed care. And as you move forward, carry these lessons with you, knowing that your commitment to this work and to yourself is going to make all the difference. It's been an honor having you in class, and if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. Talk to you soon.